Okay, here we are at 1096 Gull Ct Southwest. Give you a shot of the front area. See, you get a little drainage there. We did get a good bit of rain the last couple days, so that's normal. But this will give you a good view of what it looks like next to you. The street looks like it was just paved. Decent sized front yards. Decent amount of space between you and the next home over. Next one's a little closer, but we'll get there around the back side. Nice long driveway. Looks like the stone face on this is at least somewhat recent. Garage doors are in good shape. I don't see anything concerning there. They still have the weather stripping on the bottom. A little bit of wear on some of the wood trim, but that's kind of normal. Brick on the foundation looks good. Looks clean. I don't see any cracks or anything to be alarmed about. Siding in general is in pretty good shape. Little hole there under the window, but usually just from rocks getting kicked up while you're mowing. The decking up here is a little bit weathered. It's solid. It doesn't feel bad, but it's definitely something to think about. New handrails. My guess is they didn't have those before, and if you're going to get a loan on it, you definitely need to have rails. And actually, the fact that the porch doesn't have any around the edges, that could come up in an FHA loan. I know they have restrictions on whether or not they need them and how high that is. Trim around the door, it's okay. That may be something that needs addressed. It kind of looks like that was some caulking put in by them. It's just a little sloppy. It doesn't look like it's in bad shape. A little bit of wood rot down at the bottom there, but again, in this climate, that's not unusual. Door itself is in pretty good shape. Hardware is newer. I feel like that's been replaced recently. And then you walk in the living room, you do have recessed lighting, which is definitely nice in these. That was probably installed after the fact. Decent sized living room here. Carpet's clean. That definitely appears to be newer. I don't see any staining or really much from foot traffic or anything at all. The LVP in the kitchen here is newer. I did read that in the description. Nice big pantry closet there. Cabinets look like they were painted pretty recently. The backsplash looks pretty new. It's actually not like a granite counter or anything. Looks like it's a painted finish, but they are clean. Little coffee bar over here. Yeah, backsplash looks newer. Stove definitely looks newer. A little bit of use, but nothing major. Yeah, same down there. Microwave's clean. And fridge is definitely newer. Actually, pretty decent fridge. Let's see. It looks like they got an appliance package when they redid the kitchen. I don't see any branding on the fridge, but it happens. Nice big farm sink. You can tell this was all done at the same time. Looks like the only thing they may not have upgraded quite at the same time was the dishwasher, but it's still newer. Let's see if I can get a logo anywhere. Yeah, it's a little bit of an off-brand fridge, Medea. I don't recognize it, but it looks nice. Okay, there's the underneath of the sink. Again, nice and clean and new when they put the sink in. Does not appear to have garbage disposal. So far the flooring feels solid. I'm not feeling a whole lot of movement or anything that you need to be concerned with. And again, it's built in '06, so if it was maintained correctly, it shouldn't. Nice big pantry cabinet on the end. Come around to the back side. There is a little dip on the transition here, but nothing major. That's pretty standard, really. Okay. So we get some lights in. There we go. Okay, this is definitely kind of their hangout. Looks like they smoke out here a little bit. Tons of storage, though. I mean, you can see from the outside it's a taller than normal garage. They do have a partition built there, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to park 2 full vehicles in unless you take that down. They chose to use it as storage instead. But in doing so, and they didn't quite finish the rafter. I guess there's not much room up that way, but a ton of storage in here. They do have carpet padding up there, it looks like. And then obviously they finished the underside of this. Yeah, basically they created a lot of storage here. You know, and honestly, the way they brought the steps down, you could fit a car in here, but it'd be a little short. You'd almost have to maneuver over. A little bit odd how they did it. You wouldn't be able to fit a full-size truck or anything in here. It would run right into the steps. It's right in line with the garage door. You'd almost be better off maybe taking that out and running the steps towards the laundry back here. But they do have washer dryer hookup in here. In this type of home, that's actually not a bad thing. A lot of times it takes up a good bit of closet space inside. Okay, they do have it open into the insulation in the house. I'm guessing that's to get into some of the HVAC or something, but I don't. No, it couldn't be because the HVAC vents are on the flooring. Okay, we'll take a look out here. So there's the home next to you. Pretty good sized backyard. Obviously, you're allowed a shed. You can see that. Let's take a look and see what this crawl space looks like. It's not a real big access, but they do have the moisture barrier in there, which is definitely a good thing. That's one reason you're not feeling any of the movement in the floor. It's not a real big. Might have to try and find another access point. The cinder blocks are kind of in the way. I can't see if it's got the permanent foundation metal strapping that we spoke about. Yeah, and you can tell that's a brand new HVAC unit. They said 2020, definitely, or 2022. Definitely is. Again, the siding's pretty clean all around. Soffits, gutters look like they need clean, but you got trees around this time of year. That's pretty normal. See the home next to you here. There's probably 15, 20 feet there, so it's not bad. Let's see if we can get a better look here. Yeah, I don't really see the strapping. kind of hard to tell. I'll have to look around the front and see if there's a better spot. The access points in this house are pretty small and pretty well covered, but it does have the brick skirting. And the garage has a cinder block base, it looks like. And back here, this is probably where the washer and dryer were intended to be. They chose to put it out in the garage. Just add some storage back here, I guess. Okay, there's your HVAC. This part doesn't necessarily look newer. The bottom part, well, maybe it is. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Not really a place to get a date off of it. Generally, that part's covered up. I'm going to send that to somebody. That may be why they're having trouble selling at least part of it. They had something hanging on the wall there, so there were marks there. And this goes into a full bath. Walk-in shower, toilet. And odd that it goes out to that, but I'm guessing this is the master. We'll see once we get to the other side of the house. Nice large tub, which is pretty typical of the manufactured home. Sinks, most of the hardware has been replaced. There's a couple knobs that haven't, but it's clean. Got new flooring everywhere. Decent sized room, and I will get those measurements for you. Okay. A decent sized closet here. Take a look. Maybe this isn't the master, this is just a guest suite. Okay, so just for reference, we're back at the living room. Okay, the vanity in here has definitely been updated. This is the tiled shower that's a little bit nuts, but it's clean. Paint's clean in here. Looks like they did a good bit of that recently. Alright, so here's the other bedroom. Good sized closet. That's probably your water access to. I wonder if there's a bathroom in here. It's the other side of the closet. Okay, so it's just mechanical. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the master suite. I did notice some dipping in the floor here. It's not bad. A little bit of movement. It's kind of normal. It's kind of hidden pretty well by the carpet. But again, it's nothing unusual for a home like this. Yeah, you can feel it right at the entryway. But all in all, it's a pretty clean home. Want to look into some things a little bit further, just to Go back in the master. Now it looks like they actually used to have a washer and dryer in here. They plugged up something there. That goes, would have been an outlet there or something maybe, but that goes straight back. Electric panels labeled. Some corrosion going on there though. You have to, definitely something to keep in mind. Home inspection would cover a lot of that though. Yeah, a little dip right there coming into the kitchen. But again, nothing too major.